What's up, guys? It's your boy Grant back here with another episode of the Groovy Files. Today, we'll be talking about the SoundCloud era and how it paved a way for the current era we're in and the importance of that era. So, first off, I want to say that the SoundCloud era kind of paved the way, partially, not fully, but partially for some melodic rap music. Now we have of course, Future and of course Young Thug. I give a lot of that credit to for the mainstream part, but also with SoundCloud rap, we had guys like Cardi and Uno and Key and things like that, and then Awful Records, the label in general that helped so much with birth a new era of rap. And also the concept of loosies. And when I say loosies, unlike loose tracks, you can just drop and people were dropping on YouTube, but SoundCloud kind of normalized, hey, you can kind of just drop this track just for fun. No money, no nothing like that. Just drop it on SoundCloud. People come listen to it and things like that. But a new era of music discovery was kind of a new dimension was added. So and it kind of helped a lot, with SoundCloud, the way they did their playlisting and their algorithm helped a lot of people kind of get noticed, but also helped a lot of people kind of understand okay, there's a whole different new dimension out there that could be used to help internet rap. But also another artist I want to say, and I think, two other people I want to say are probably going to be OG Maco and I Love McConan. Two artists I feel like they really benefited off of SoundCloud. Number one, OG Maco was huge when at least I was in high school with Bitch You Guessed It. And then Fuck 'Em and everything like that. But I think with the SoundCloud era of rap, it is the embodiment of, hey, you don't have to listen to whatever the mainstream is pushing to you, because the mainstream, we all know that there's other hands in there, and they they do what they do. So with the SoundCloud era, it's more so a embodiment of okay, this is I can hand you a song. You don't have to listen to it. You don't have to listen to it. But the art of not being able to be spoon-fed certain things and having that liberty to take upon yourself, okay, I'm going to go find some new music. And that being your choice is pretty freeing. You don't have to listen to whatever's big on the charts. We're in an internet era. We're in a new era now to where you don't have to be spoon-fed if you don't want to be spoon-fed. So I think that's a big thing I'll take away from the SoundCloud rap. But also, I think SoundCloud rap kind of ushered in a brand new, I'm not going to say a brand new style, but it helped hip hop become less, I ain't gonna say that, but hip hop became much, it added another dimension to, this is why I say this. We don't get the opiums, we don't get the rap music. We don't get a lot of the rap music that a lot of people would consider mainstream friendly today without the SoundCloud era. Because for example, Ken Carson, he just dropped this album. He is considered, I would consider him mainstream. People actually know him, and I'm if this guy were to drop back about 4 or 5, about 2017, right? He would pretty much be an underground guy. So I feel like Cardi is a big reason why so many of those so many of these artists are able to do what they do with their music. But also, I think another big thing is with the way rap is kind of headed and everything like that, these pockets of musical artists, like, well, I say a niche. I think that's the best way to kind of explain it. You're not dependent on you're dependent on a following. Like, people understand, like, it's better to have a following and not be a super duper big artist versus being a super big artist and not really have any type of following or like fans or anything like that. So like, people kind of buy your music, they come out to your shows, they buy your music, they come out to your shows, they do all this stuff, and you see the benefit from it. Whereas more so, people are just only bringing up streaming numbers. I don't think the benefit is the same, if that makes sense. But also, I think to top it all off, the SoundCloud era, we don't get with the SoundCloud era in general, we don't get a lot of the SoundCloud era and blog era combined. We don't get a lot of the artists that are kind of like doing their independent. Being independent wouldn't be. You can be successful with being independent now. But I mean, like, you always could, but like, it's becoming more and more of a popular thing. Like, we see so many artists are like ignoring the middleman, which is the label, and it's working for them, and like, they're connecting directly with their fan base on the social media sites and just through the music. Like, it's becoming much more and more of a big deal. And also, speaking of the SoundCloud era, how can I forget Lil Yachty? Like, I feel like the song One Night is like the embodiment of when I knew rap was shifting. Because One Night kind of blew up, like, because of, what's that man's name? Callion Fox. He had like a skit come out, and he put Lil Yachty on there. And everybody was like, who is Lil Yachty? Who is this? And that's when I kind of knew rap was partially becoming more melodic. I mean, like, of course, I'm not giving Yachty all of that credit. You know, I give Future and Thug a lot of that credit. But that's when I kind of knew, like, rap is kind of going to take a different shift in a not necessarily good or bad way. But that's pretty much all I got for this episode. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all be easy.